Hey y'all, welcome to Sensational Stamps and Racing Crafts. Today I'm going to make this cute card right here. I'm using the Happy Owl-idays, I say it wrong every time. Happy Owl-idays stamp here. And it's super cute. And I took a cut file from Miss Kate Cuttables and I made a card base and layers out of it. And then I used my Silhouette pen holder and candy cane font from defont.com for my Happy Owl-idays. And that's about it for the notables. So let's go ahead and set our finished card aside, and I'll bring in my layered pieces and we will get to work. I also used Spellbinders Nestabilities Labels 9 for the sentiment holder here. I just cut off the bottom to make it fit where I wanted it to fit. Okay, so I think I'm missing one. Maybe, yeah. What's this one? Okay, so I'm going to use this one for the inside. And the way I guess I should fold my card base first. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so I'm just going to match up the sides like I have with my other shape cards. And I'm just going to go ahead and fold that down. And I used a little thicker cardstock, so I have to sand down these edges a little bit. Not a big deal. Okay. So now I'm going to take that and I'm going to line it up on my inside here. Get it where I want it to be. Just like that. I'm going to hold it down and literally going to close it in the card. And that will give me a starter area for how much I need to cut off to make this go on the inside. And I know the inside's already white, but I like the way it feels, the balance of the card better when I go ahead and put a layer on the inside as well. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside for a quick second because I want to put my layer together here before I lose it. And it's substantial. But trust me, I lose stuff all the time. So I'm just going to use some art glitter glue, which is the glue I'm using for this whole card, with the exception of I use some foam tape later. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of lay that down. And I'm going to move it around. Okay, there we go. Okay, so then I can set that aside. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my little stamp mat here, and I'm going to put my inside piece in here, and I'm using the May the Spirit of the Season from, I think it's Stampabilities. And I'm just going to stamp that towards the top. And then I just have a Merry Christmas, and this is from the Heidi Grace Christmas from, I think it's I think it's an Inkadinkadoo set. And I just stamped Merry Christmas underneath it. That's all there is to it. Nice and quick. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and put this piece, oops, on the inside here. And I use the top pieces for the most part to line this up. Anything else that kind of hangs over, you can trim off later if you want. Okay, so now I'm going to put on the white layer, which is going to cover the fact that it's missing the little where our fold is. So I just cut an extra white one just to even it out. And again, I will just line up my top pieces the best I can. And we'll just press that down. And I did it again. Oop, I didn't do too bad actually. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in the green layer, which is going to be the majority of our light. And I just want to make sure I have it going the right way. And once again, glue. The newer cut files that Miss Kate comes out with would be really easy to make a card with because they're all layered together already. That's what takes the longest for me, is getting everybody laid out together. But I've been loving the way they turn out, and they're so much fun. I think they're better than just a rectangle card. Okay. So I'm going to put on the top part. And then we'll bring our adorable Santa and his little owl friend in. You will find in the information bar below a link to my blog, as well as, or I should say or you will find a list of the design team members for Sensational Stamps, and you can just follow that to my blog because I'm on there as well. And I will give a list of supplies and measurements and a link to where you can find this adorable owl and Santa, as well as all the rest of the super cute Sensational Stamps. And I also give a list of the colors I used to color Santa and his owl friend. I use Spectrum Noir markers, but I know there's a crossover list, I want to say, for finding Spectrum Noir markers and Copics that are the same. So I just have him at the bottom there. His little boots hang off the bottom of the light, but I'm okay with that. And then I'm going to bring my sentiment in. And this one comes with a digital stamp. I'm sorry, a digital sentiment. But I printed him off super big. So literally the sentiment for this guy, which is Happy Owl-idays, by the way. It is that sentiment. But the size I printed him, the title would be big enough to go on an 8.5 by 11 scrapbook layout page. So it's definitely too big for this card. But he's super cute, and he's all done and looks great. So thanks for stopping by. I'll see y'all next time. Make sure you come back tomorrow and see what the rest of the design team members have made. And I will see you guys next week.